The last stump for Willow. Oh, I see one kid moving right there.
Yeah,
see the spine of it. You see that? That's not Tilly.
Oh.
Tilly's gone.
I know.
This is Tilly too. I really like Raisin as a name. Okay, hear me out. Okay, hold on.
We were young and we were free and running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and drunk in love.
Well, the week started out pretty strong with a good old-fashioned barn cleanup. Since we live in one of the hottest places on the earth, we can't really have an enclosed barn, so as you can imagine, things get pretty dusty. But that's okay. I got a Kevin, I got some masks, and I think we got the most of the dust out. And after a little bit of yard cleanup, including trimming all the branches on this tree so we don't get poked in the eye when we're taking care of baby goats, I think Kevin needs some new loppers. We also decided to get rid of all the stumps. Just they're too rotted, there's too many holes for little baby goats to stick their legs in and break them. So we took all of them out. I think what we're gonna do is put more tires in here because the goats love the tires and they don't really wear down over time. But we did have one good stump and you guys all know who that one is for. The last stump for Willow. It's all rotted out, it's almost hollow. Willow! She doesn't see it yet, we'll have to bring her over here. Okay, it is mowing the lawn day, cleaning out the barn day, and I had the best idea to use our lawn grass as bedding for baby goats. For kidding. So we're gonna try that this year. So Dale's helping us mow, get the first layer down, and we're gonna pick up all the extra things for him and get going. I'm always on the search for less dusty, less messy bedding, and I don't know if there's really an answer. I've tried everything: straw, pine shavings, rice hulls, the like pelleted wood stuff, didn't like that. But I think this might be good because I know the goats aren't gonna really eat much of it because they never eat the pasture, but it'll be nice bedding and it'll be warm because it's supposed to get really cold end of January. Really cold, I mean like freezing temperatures, which is really cold for us. We're not used to that. So we'll see if this is a good way to, you know, use what we have on our farm, use the waste on our farm. So these two stalls are for Wednesday and Duchess, and then this is my stall where I set up all my supplies and my little TV and my little home for the next month. Okay, look at that nursery, all ready to go.
Ready.
All right guys, it's time to get you on to Everyday Dose, and you can use my code WEEDUM to get 30% off. So it's organic fair trade coffee extract, so you know you've got that box checked. And it's got the optimal amount of caffeine, about 45 milligrams, but I promise you will not miss out on the caffeine because they add a couple things to help fuel your brain and kind of boost your focus. It also keeps you steady so you can avoid like those jitters or any sort of crash. And since it's a coffee extract, you can just mix it with hot water. That's it. You'll just make it like your regular coffee. You'll add about that much. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of creamer to that. A lot of creamer. Froth it up. I don't wanna spill this. I have it too close to the camera. It smells like coffee, it tastes like coffee. It is coffee. And it's so hot, it's so good. No, it's got a nice smooth taste, but what I love about it is it's low acid. Since I deal with acid reflux, I have to really watch that. I can't have coffee be flaring me up every day. And I like that it has a good balance of caffeine, but also added ingredients that are actually gonna help me. And their starter kit, hands down, is the best deal because you're gonna get things like this frother, or you're gonna get this cool metal spoon. So tap the link in the description and use the code WEEDUM to get 30% off on your first order of Everyday Dose. But be sure to check out their coffee starter kits because it comes with free gifts every month, things that you'll use every day with your coffee.
You have my sandals. Pull them out of the box.
Sandals? Look who's here!
Hi.
Ethan's gonna help us ultrasound today. He's gonna help give me a second opinion.
Okay.
Since you're such an expert at ultrasounding.
100%.
Yeah, okay. So we know she's pregnant. We just are trying to do a count this time. All right, let's get a count on Twyla. All right, Ethan. Go. Oh, I see one kid moving right there.
Yeah,
see the spine of it. You see that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see one moving in the other one. Do you see that? Like there's a little.
So there's probably two.
There's definitely two. It's just that one's closer to the camera. There could be some up here, but I don't know. Let's say 2 to 3 on her.
Minimum 2.
Yeah, at least 2. Okay. All right, we're good. Now we need Reba up here. Come on. Come down. That's not Reba, that's Duchess.
They all look the same.
No, that's
Reba's the red one.
Here we go, Reba. Now, the first time I did it, I was pretty sure I just saw 2. But I'm gonna do a final count today.
Okay.
To see if I see 2.
Immediately there's 1.
It's getting hard because we're getting further along here, but
Yeah.
see one head right there.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the other sack down below. So I'm pretty sure we've got 2. I don't think we have any more. She normally has 2 to 3.
Yeah.
This will be her 3rd. I think her babies are sleeping right now, but I think she's got 2.
You're big, Reba.
She's a big girl.
Yes,
Okay, we're good on her. Let's just check Daphne because I'm hoping that there's more than 1 in Daphne. You know who Daphne is, right?
pretty sure.
Let's see if Ethan gets it right. Ethan doesn't know the young girls as much as he knows all the older ones. All the young ones are like new to him because he's been away at college and then he transferred. Now he's transferred back here, but he's just not around the goats as much.
On her knees.
Yeah, she's still on her knees. Daphne's gonna come say hi. All right, he knows who Daphne is. Oh no, I had it. That's its head, its alien head.
Yeah.
Pretty sure there's just one.
One big one.
Looks like we've just got a singleton from her.
Daphne.
Yeah. That's it. That's all we got. All right, Ethan's gonna, we're gonna quiz him, see if he knows
Okay.
who everybody is. You know this lady right here.
Absolutely not. I know Willow because they're our oldest girls.
They're our oldest girls, you know them.
And I grew up with her.
Do you know this one right here?
You call her Duchess earlier or something?
No, we called her, her name's Violet.
Violet.
This is
She
Duchess back there, the one that you thought was Reba for a second.
Yeah.
That's Duchess. Do you know which one is River?
River is that one, is it right?
Yeah. Good job.
And it's just Tilly again.
That's not Tilly.
Oh.
Tilly's gone.
I know.
This is Tilly 2.
Tilly too.
It's Twyla. But yeah. Do you know who this black one is right here?
No.
She just bit me. That hurts when you bite. You don't know this black one?
No.
Oh my gosh. Do you know who her mom is?
No. Is that her mom?
No, Daphne's not her mom. River's her mom. It's Wednesday.
Oh. Wednesday Adams.
Wednesday Adams. Got it?
Sure.
Do you know this one back here?
Not at all.
This is from the Tilly line, the actual Tilly line. She just looks like Tilly over there.
Yeah.
This is the Tilly line. This is Cricket.
Okay. I remember the name Cricket. See, I could probably remember their names if they were smaller,
Yeah,
when they were babies again, but I've been gone long enough that they've all grown up.
yeah.
And I don't recognize them.
Okay, we've got about 1 week until kids are on the ground, so I'm busy doing so many things right now, but I figured maybe I should start getting used to posting shorter videos because so many things happen when we have the kids and I want to make sure and film all of it and post all of it. So we'll be posting more frequent videos, but you know, I don't guarantee anything. I'll try my best, but you know, it gets a little bit chaotic here. And this is the best part because this is where I get to reorganize my kidding kit. I start by taking everything out, vacuuming it out, washing it out. I got some stuff I've got to deep clean. I got some bottles I gotta fill up. And this year I even got little color-coded collars, just in case, guys, just in case we get all gold kids. And make sure to wash all the little baby goat sweaters once, first in detergent and then the second on just a hot rinse. So then they're sure not to have a strong scent on them. And here's what I've got. I start with some electrolytes for the goats, along with some powdered colostrum. This is a lot different than powdered milk. I'll explain later once we're in the throes of kidding. In this corner, I usually put everything that I likely will not need, which is some rope ready to go and Kelly's kid puller, which I'll store right here in this glove, but I rarely need them. It's just for if there's a really tricky kid with its head back or something. Then I've got some garbage bags, some honey and cayenne pepper extract, which is great for kind of pepping up a weak kid. Molasses, as you guys know, we give this after they kid because this is a ton of B vitamins. It provides a good source of energy for the does that are exhausted. Some Nutri-Drench, I usually do a little pump of that in the water as well. I have some ketone strips I keep in here, and that's only for does that I'm worried that have ketosis, but they never do. It's just a quick check in case I'm concerned. I've got my iodine strips for wiping down the umbilical cord after we cut it. Store that in a little cup. A drench gun if I need to drench them with Cal MPK, which I actually have outside right now, but that's another thing that I will give my does. Usually when they start kidding, I'll give them some calcium. And we've got some nipples and bottles so we can start our hybrid method right away. Some alcohol and little white pads, and then along with some syringes in case I needed to administer any sort of medication. Usually this would be like maybe some Banamine, which is a pain reliever, or maybe a B complex vitamin. I've got some kinesiology tape that I use actually as teat tape. So if I've got one kid favoring a side, we'll close up the other one and force them to drink from the right side. My nasal aspirator and some medical scissors for cutting the umbilical cord. A thermometer, a headlamp, some wipes and gloves, and then my lubes. Now I've got one lube that's just for like checking temps and maybe doing one little thing here or there, checking the cervix. But then the J lube is if I really have to get in there and move things around and I need it really slippery. Not pictured here are like, I'll usually add some Gatorade and some water bottles in case I need like fresh water bottles, or if I need to administer something that the goats don't like, they can have some Gatorade. It's also for me too. Then I finally got my laminated kidding positions chart that I made. It's for my online course, and I printed it up and laminated it so I could have it here in my kit with me to remind me of all, and Kevin, of all the possible positions and how we're going to help get the kid out. Crossing my fingers, I do not even have to worry about that this year. I'll put those collars in the side pocket. I likely will not need them. We're going to hope that we'll get more than just gold kids. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to tell the difference between all of them anyway. And then of course, the freshly washed baby goat sweaters and a bunch of white towels. That's right, guys, white towels, because these are old used towels from Goodwill, but I need white for the camera. Otherwise, people can't pick up the goat and see what color it is and all that. So because we're recording videos and posting them on YouTube, I need white towels. I always get slammed for that every year. I have to, or else you're not going to see the kid. And that's it for the kidding kit. Oh, I can't forget my little porta potty. I need to have that. I've got a full list of kidding supplies with links on my website. I'll link it down below, but it's also in my online course and my mini course, along with that kidding positions chart, which is so helpful. And then I am also like sort of gathering names and trying to figure out like what names am I gonna do this year. I really liked how we did puns last year and like did a little bit of funny names. Not all of them were puns, but most were. We already have a really good list of memorable names that you guys have suggested that we still haven't used, and I think they're super funny. But I think that they should be not just a fun name. They should be definitely have some sort of like pun or funny registered name that could go with it. So when you guys are suggesting names, first off, don't message me on Instagram because I'm never gonna remember it. You gotta do it in YouTube comments so that I can like tally them up and look at them. But you gotta suggest a name, and then you've gotta suggest the registered name. So the registered name is only allowed 30 characters, and a few of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them are my herd name. And in fact, 9, 10, 11, 12 needs to almost be the sire's initials. Although I'm willing to part with the sire initials because that's not like required if it's a cool enough name. If like we have to just go for it. So last year we had Wolf Tree, DK, Wednesday Adams. DK is Desert Knight, who is Lancelot. That's his official name. We did Lottery Cricket, Kansas Kitty Chiefs. That one was so good, so good. But I have a bunch of others that are still pretty good. Like guys, what if we named a doe Glitter and her name was Wolf Tree Skin of a Killer? Like Twilight? That'd be awesome. Or what if we did, I really like Raisin as a name. Okay, hear me out. Okay, hold on. But what if its name was Wolf Tree Raisin, Arizona? Like the movie? That's cool. I had Fanny Pack, but a bunch of you UK people were like, no, don't do that. Oh, I really like naming a goat Tootie from the Meet Me in St. Louis movie, but her actual registered name would be Wolf Tree Call of Tootie. Like that's so, I love puns. I think that's so fun. So really, it's gonna be a little bit tricky. You gotta think of a cool registered name. So you can go to any kind of like character count website, and then you've got to type it out and make sure that like the cool name, the registered name fits. I also really like movie quote names. Like I think it'd be so funny to have a goat named Shelby and her registered name is Shelby Drink Your Juice, like from Still Magnolias. I think that would be so funny. I have a lot of Twilight ones, like Bella's Alive After All. So there's just lots of different options for registered names, and I love the idea of very unique and different. I don't like themes as much because they get more confusing to remember. So like if we name two goats Cookie and Cake and Oreo, we name them too many things, like all the desserts or whatever, it's too hard to remember. But if I have like a Tootie and a Bubs, it's easier for me to remember. So I think that we should stick with that. I think that'd be really fun. So as you're thinking about names, I think what we should do is you don't really need to post any names until the kids are born. And then when those kids are born, we'll go over it together. I think it'd be really funny to have a Renesmee too. Twilight. Anyways, that's the plan going forward. It's gonna get wild. I'm trying to get so prepared, but it's gonna be a lot. I'm also, sometimes people ask about my hair. I think I'm going to, not that it really matters, but I think I'm gonna grow out my grays. I wanna see what it looks like. So you'll see some streaky whites in my hair throughout this year, and I think it's fun. So, okay, so in the meantime, be thinking of names. Remember, unique names are fun for like the nickname, but a cool like sort of pun or registered name that has like a funny phrase in it gets bonus points. All right, that's it. We'll see you guys later. If you want to watch the video from last year where all the baby goats were playing in the nursery and it was so funny and it was hilarious to watch the drama of who was being the bully and who was being the good little goat, you can go ahead and watch that here.